Welcome to Warrior Class.
Where the teachers whip ass.
And you will too if you pass. All right, now this is from illiterate hands to Dhoruba hands. You say, well, what does that mean?
Those who do not know.
We talk about hands IQ, right? And you want to have the most intelligent hands you have. So illiterate, to me, the opposite of illiterate is Dhoruba, one of the preeminent scholars, but not just a scholar. He's not an academic. He's a scholar, and his scholarship comes from studying and practical application in this world, defending the people against the brutality of the police and the state, against armed agents of the state. So that, to me, is the most intelligence. It's intelligence earned not only through academic study, but through practical application. So you know it is what it is. You know it works. Okay. So that is why we said from illiterate hands to Dhoruba hands. And the idea is to get you there. Most people I've encountered, it's not a break on, folks, have illiterate hands to maybe elementary school hands. Our job is to get you today much more intelligent with your hands. So we're going to give you things you can do to make your hands more intelligent, but you have to work it. Okay. Once again, it's practical application, so you have to work it. These drills, it's not just drills, it's actually dealing with an attack or whatever. You got to be able to deal with, if you don't have a partner, then you can use a tree, or if you got a bob, like the bob that, is over here. You've seen the bob.
His name is Cody.
His name is Cody here.
Christ.
You can use, something like that.
Yo manifesto.
You can use a heavy bag and tie or whatever sticks to it.
Yes.
So it looks like hands, but a person is always better if you have another person that can work with you. Okay.
I remember the first time I heard that term, and I thought it was crazy. I didn't.
What?
When you was like, y'all got to build up intelligent hands. Like, what the hell you mean by the intelligent hand? But then I seen your hands move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Now, the number one rule in building up intelligent hands, the first thing is to build up your feet, your movement, all techniques. Okay, can require movement. So footwork drives it all. Technique. All technique. Okay, if you're just standing still, we don't consider that in African martial arts a martial technique.
Mm.
You're doing something else. You're doing something, but it's not a martial technique. Okay, because footwork drives all technique. If you're doing martial arts, you're just flopping your job around. Well, why? So why are you wasting your time just flopping around? But you use your feet. What would be flopping turns into a technique now. Okay, so we're about to get into it. I'm gonna put my phone on mute.
And we will ask you at this time to hit the like button, hit the share button.
Yes.
Let folks know that we are on today. And this is going to be a good show. Anytime we do technique, I love it. Anytime we do the show, I love it. But this one in particular, I really like, because it's one of those ones where if you don't know something that don't exist. So it may sound kind of weird how the topic is phrased if you haven't read the description for the show. But this is a really good way to get you. I don't even know. It's a thing. I don't even know what Baba is going to show technique wise, but what I do know is that he knows a bunch of different techniques and drills to get you from here to here in a shorter amount of time that you would be somewhere else or trying to do it on your own. Because again, if you don't know little things you can do, you just won't try it. So I think it's important because you don't realize how uncoordinated that you can be sometimes until you're put in a situation. You got to move this hand and this hand at the same in unison together, and then you realize that I'm not that intelligent up here with these things.
And like some things that we some episodes we do, I watch. I say, what's the participation of folks? I really don't care about numbers, right. but the numbers tell me what people are interested in, and I say this with all respect. If you are untrained, and you got to know whether you're untrained or not, are you truly fit to judge what is valuable, what you need to know? Like when I taught about streets, roads, avenues, I said to myself, that's probably going to be one of our lowest viewed. And it is because people say, I know about streets and roads, but do you really though? Do you really? If you watch that episode, you'll find out there are things that you didn't know.
I'm willing to bet.
So, yeah, I'm willing to bet most people out there that there are things that you didn't know about, especially when it comes to survival, about streets, roads, avenues, boulevards. What's the difference between them? And there is a difference, not just words.
Right. And if you think you know, we can have a little quiz now. We don't mind doing that either. We can have a little quiz to see where you at. So we ready about to get
and speaking of, we're about to get into it real quick. Speaking of quizzes, thinking the next two, the episode after the next one, we're going to. So there's a brother's name is Safe. I think it's Safe Common. He has Umar Fight Camp. He said, "Well, test your martial art," and he's challenged people to test their martial art. And he gave curriculum, and it's very intelligent and wise. The test that he gave, and we're going to give EO that test. EO is Egbeogun, the art that we study, which is amalgamation of 3 traditional African martial arts plus things that my father and I learned through special forces in the military. Okay, so it has some parts of that in it as well. We're going to test our martial art. Now, he didn't say, whether you test it with a student or a stranger. We're going to bring some folks in here that are not my students to attack and see what happens. One's going to be with a knife. We'll use a marker. Billy will have on a white t-shirt, and like, if you can put a mark on him 3 times, that means you cut him or stabbed him, whatever, then we'll give you a beer or whatever it is they want. Hey, I like, burgers. We'll buy you a burger. We'll get you. Now, you say, well, I want some Uncle Nearest. That's expensive. You got to hit him 10 times, and we get you a bottle of Uncle Nearest.
I like Bob.
Well, there's nothing they could do. In fact, now I got to see how they're going to defend themselves. So we're about to get into it and work the hands. If you have somebody with you, you can call them into the room with you and call them to come over, because we're about to get into it. Mash the like button, even though you don't know what we're about to do. But believe me, it's going to be valuable.
You like how we do that? You like how we just transition?
So we're about to get into it.
Had the tech dude come and set us straight, so we back. We back on our double screen.
They had done something.
They did something. We ain't gonna even talk about it because we y'all know what it is if y'all follow us. But they did something. Now we back. We got Wi-Fi. virus protectors and firewalls and all the stuff that we supposed to have. And if you like this, just comment. That's very fresh, and I may send where I get it from. I don't like to really show people where I get my freshness from because I like to be the only one with it. If you want to know, we can talk about it.
All right. So now, is that the dude who played Urkel?
That is not. This is Cat Williams.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I see. I thought that was Urkel.
Let me get close.
Older
Urkel. This is Cat sipping. This is greatly done. This is magnificent artwork by my homeboy Donald Wooten. So,
and we know Donald Wooten also
exactly.
this warrior class. So I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. We know you get busy.
So now, dealing with the hands, just bring your hands out here, but you can do it from here. But this will make it easy. Say if you have a tree or what have you, or you just have a person go here. I want you to understand the positioning of the body. Right. And different martial arts deal with, we call it whatever. Call it gates. They call it all, I don't see it as gates because it's not. A gate can be closed on you. It's a gate without a door because it's always open, even if you think it's closed. So, turn this way so they get more easy to see. So, you've got this outside, this outside, this inside, this inside. It's the beginning of learning to use your hands, no matter what art you use or whatever. So I can meet this. I can meet this outside. Outside. I can meet both outside. Okay. I can meet it inside. I'm still just using my palm. Inside. Inside. I can do both. Inside. That's with the palm of my hand. With the hammer fist, I can go outside. I can go outside. I can go inside. I can go inside. Once we got that palm, hammer fist. Keep it real simple. Okay. We keep it more simple by once we're in close by using just elbows in different ways, right? But covers. We make it more simple, but we're out here. I could cover, but he could move off and do something else where he could stuff my cover if he's at a distance. So, and a lot of you all may not be able to get your arm up like this because somebody said, well, what person can't get their arm up? Hopefully you can do this.
Right.
And this. Okay? So that's all I'm doing. Not doing this, that's an angle too, but if I do, I can just use my palm. If you want to, you can use your fist. Say if I got a tool in my hand and I can stab with that tool, that's fine. But I want you to get another thing that you have to get used to is opening and closing your hand. Opening, closing your hand. Opening, closing your hand. Opening, closing your hand, right?
You know what?
You gotta get used to
it. You gotta work to do that too. I just realized it because you never tell us that. Right. We work. And you just one day you just realize your hands open, close, you know how to move and your hands just grab when they pull.
So the exercise you can do. You can go open, close like this, right? And now start swinging.
Oh, I don't like when you give y'all stuff that I ain't never seen before.
And then start, you're opening and closing, one at a time, two at a time.
Got so much
right? And so that, you begin to do that. You go this way here. Then you can go this way, and this hand is open.
I've been knowing for over 10 years.
So those are things you can do. Then you can walk and be doing it, right?
And walk it out.
Walk it out. Right. So
that's a great.
And you say, well, that's simple. It's supposed to be simple, but it trains your brain.
It's working that left and right. That's what it's doing. Man, that's right. Okay. You gave me something like
so
that.
You're able to open and close. That's going to be key. So now he's here. We're going to work C-hand to the outside first. So I'm here. To get to the other side, I take my rear foot. Do not cross your feet. We talked about that before. So I move the foot that's closest to where I'm going. I'm going over to my right. So my right foot moves. I move and I'm here. I move back to the left foot. I'm here. Okay. So it's here, 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 here. You keep that easy. Here, here. Then you add in here. I'm still just going to use the C hand. Here, 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 here. You say, what the hell is that? Now this is simple. Outside with the C hand, outside with the C hand. Inside with the C hand, inside with the C hand. Whichever one you feel you want to use, it's going to talk to you. Okay. Outside, outside, inside, and if you bump into that, that's fine. You're just training it because we're going to make adjustment for that in a minute. Inside, outside, outside, inside, inside. Just work that. Outside, we can go to with our left hand, right hand, outside. When I say outside, I'm talking about outside his arm. Now I can go the last hand I use, inside, inside. Now I can go last hand I use, outside, that's the left, outside. Now I can use this hand instead of using the last hand I used over here. I can go inside, inside, outside, or if I want to go outside here, outside, outside, inside, inside. Play with it. Don't worry, your hands should be up, but if you're here to get used to that, that's fine. Because if you want to add the challenge, now you do. Okay?
Yeah. You don't think that's a lot. That's a lot for your mind.
So now I'm going outside, inside, inside, outside, inside. Now, I want to make sure with that. That's the inside to the opposite. Inside, keep it there. Inside, outside, outside, inside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, in, out. So push yourself. That's just the first part.
Let me just tell y'all, if you ain't Baba, that's a lot of work. You may not see that's a lot of work. Try it. I'd be tired right now. I'm just holding my arms up and I'm tired. I was waiting for them to stop so I can get a break in my arms.
So now, you go.
All right. So just like he said, we going. I'll let you call. You want to call it or just
you call it.
Okay. So we're going outside. I can just like he said, and I can go straight back to this outside if I want. I can go from here to I should.
Now I want to show them something that you just did. So also your feet can determine how you hit with the outside and inside. I can go. I can step when I step with this foot.
Let's see, get you down here a little bit so they can just see the feet a little bit there.
When I step with this foot, my torso, I can be going outside. I go outside like this, where my torso is turned away and I'm hitting there. Or I can turn my, and it's really your navel, it's away. Now I turn my navel towards them outside. It's different.
Yeah, different feel, different everything. Depends on how you want to move.
Inside, I can either stay with my navel away, going the same direction, or it's different. So that's different too.
Depending on what you want to
do. And that depends on what you want to do, what you feel needs to be done, all of that, okay? And that's your personal preference. So in the African martial arts, it's not, you got to do it this way. We give you the foundation and what you need. Then you take that foundation and you build on that foundation. So he's here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm here. Go ahead.
Show him a second. So outside, that's what the first time I think I had my torso out like that. So I went out and then I turned and went that way, turned my whole.
Still out. No, you can't. You still was just out. No, the second one, you actually were facing the camera.
Oh, so I went out like this
and came that right.
And I'm still facing this way. So that's just the footwork. Now I can that I have to work on that. Go from right there.
So, and the way that's done is you go close to
my elbow. Close right here. So from right there. Now, bro, let me ask you this. Now from here, I can go here, right?
Yeah.
But or could I go from here? Could I go? Well, now
that's adding. We're gonna add that
right. So it'd be from inside here. If I wanted to go here, I pat right here to stay on the outside like that.
Yeah. Okay. And so that is how we're doing the C hand.
Yeah.
Now, what he was just talking about is the hammer fist. So the outside hammer fist, which is what we're going to add. Now we're just going to do the hammer fist. Then we're going to put them together. So the hammer fist here, outside hammer fist. Here, so you can see how that is, right? Outside hammer fist. Outside hammer fist. I'm hitting with my outer forearm, the bone here. Do not do this like this, because that can actually damage your shoulder.
Yeah.
This here is better for your shoulder. You should be more. The reason why you want to do this, I like doing it. That's because you're not conditioned. This is muscle here.
Yeah, you hit
You
muscle.
want bone to hit his muscle.
Right.
To hurt him.
Uncomfortable, not you.
Right. And if you gotta condition it, what you gotta do? Condition. You want to learn how to chop down the tree by.
Let me ask you something, Bob. So you throwing the hammers like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You coming like that. I'll wait till you get there. I'll wait till you get there. I know you're gonna get this.
So hammer out, and I'm not at his wrist. If it's there, it ends up there, it's there. But I really go for the elbow, towards the elbow.
Because remember, this is a punch.
Right. So
That's what's really happening.
Punching at me.
Boom. That's what he really doing.
Yeah. So, but right now you're doing it stationary. It's going to get to
Right.
punching. Here, hammer, hammer. Okay. Hammer out, hammer out. I want to go to my right, so my right foot moves whether it's behind or in front. Hammer, hammer. My left foot moves to go to my left. My left. I'm not worried about whether his right and left. It's my left. It's my world. He's in my world. Hammer, hammer, hammer. I'm turning towards him now. Hammer. I'm turning away from him.
Right. You can
Okay.
mess with all that.
Hammer, hammer. That's outside. Hammer inside his arm. Hammer inside his arm. Hammer,
Facing the
hammer inside. Hammer outside. Hammer outside. Hammer inside. Hammer inside. Hammer outside. Hammer outside. Hammer inside. Over here. I went over here the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Now hammer inside. Hammer outside. Hammer inside. Hammer outside. Hammer outside. So you can play with that how you move. Because this is how you're going to move on him.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Hammer inside, inside, out, out, in, out, in,
That's
out,
when you start moving like that.
out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out. Okay?
That looks easy. It ain't, y'all. It ain't. To keep up with that, to keep your coordination going on.
So now you got C hand, and you got hammer fist. C hand, hammer fist. Okay?
Your arsenal push should be pretty tight because I know you already got these things right here in them too, so
Right.
you're all right now.
So now hammer.
So again, like he said, you come right there, outside, outside
And
right
you're
here.
going at a diagonal.
Boom, right there, boom, that's how I want to hit. So from here, I'm going inside, then from there. Now, did we do this one?
No, we're not doing.
We're not doing that.
That's the inside hand. We're doing
Okay.
outside.
Outside. So boom, stay from the outside from here. Boom, back on the outside right here. And this outside, is that outside? That's the same.
No,
one I
that's
did.
outside. You just did inside hammers. Those are outside hammers.
Okay, so I want to be here on the outside
Yeah.
like this. And when I come in this way, I want to
Yes.
be like here, for right here. And if I'm coming on, this is a outside hammer right here.
But it's inside.
But it's inside, but it's still outside. I got it. And this right here, and if I come here, boom, that's outside still, but I'm inside. Then I'm boom, right back here on the outside again.
Right. So that's how that's done. Okay. Outside hammer. And we just say hammer fist. I don't want you to worry about this hammer fist. And the reason I want you to worry about that hammer fist, if I'm out here, really don't need it. Can you go get a stick, short stick over there? Doesn't matter which one. I want you all to see, so the distance between us, I can't touch him with this stick. When I touch it to my body, I can't touch it. That's with the outside hammer. Hold this real quick. Now, inside hammer. It's shorter. You sit. Now,
Yeah, we touch
it's between us because we're much closer. So, if I was going to be that close, I would use an elbow instead. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
An elbow. Let me do it so you all can see here. No, right here, so you can see. Okay. Instead of this, I would use, which is okay if that comes, but this is more devastating because we're closer.
Yeah.
Now we're in elbow range. Okay. We're in elbow range. But out here, I'm not in elbow range.
Yeah.
That's why we're not doing the inside hammer. We're going to be moving in close. Now, when we get to flowing later, having intelligent arms, then we will go from here, right, to here. You punch with that hand. Now I may do that. That's different. So that's having intelligent arms as opposed to intelligent hands. You start with your hands first.
I manifesto as would. Oh, excuse me. Greetings, family. How you doing? I manifesto as would a Wing Chun wooden dummy be good with this drill?
Yes, Wing Chun dummy would be good. If you do Wing Chun, you got the dummy hands like that, and you see them, what that
It was sound effects.
what it actually shows you is the big lie that's told in Wing Chun is revealed.
If my Wing Chun practitioner that I met yesterday on the set is watching this, we love Wing Chun, but yeah, we have some.
The truth has to be told.
Yeah, we have some adjustments that can be made.
Wing Chun will say what makes them so effective is they strike and block at the same time. Physics says two things moving in two different. One thing, it begins to move in two different directions is weaker in both directions. So now, but the wooden dummy shows they do not do the attacks at the same time. Now some of them, it'll be clink, same time, but most of them is clink. Yeah. Especially when they're moving like we're moving, clink, 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 clink. It's not at the same time you're moving one arm because that. Now they can be close together. This here, he throws a punch.
I ain't even get that out of that. You go right.
So it's here, and then I hit. What I did here, that's 2. 1, 2.
You know I got this. I just.
And then I hit, right? So they look like I did simultaneously. It's not. It's 1, 2, 3. But the attack is boom, because you're in the attack. It can't be slow, and I'm slow as hell because of my age now. Right? I've gotten slow as hell. When I was younger, literally, somebody was like, I can throw 4 punches in a second. I said, damn. When I'm sick, I can do 8 in a second. And the person, he was a martial arts master, so-called. Well, he was a master of his art. And he's, do 8. Everybody count. I said, it's going to be a short count. I hit 8 times. They used to record me in those days. Not that bad. 8 punches in a second. Now, would those punches be just devastating? Hell no. Hell no. It'd be peppering them up. But my 3 in a second would be devastating.
I just downloaded you doing that from 5 years ago. That exact thing, you just exact same thing. And the thing before, I can't wait to post it in the chat. Can't wait.
So
1, 2, 3, that's your shit right there.
So just know that these hands can work like that. So what we're doing, what we're going to do now. We got the C hand, we got the hammer. So I want you C hand, hammer, C hand, C hand. Remember, outside, inside. Okay. Hammer, hammer. C hand. I just did something there.
I seen what you did, but I
C hand, C hand, hammer, hammer. What I just did was similar to this. C hand, C hand. Now this is C hand there.
hand straight to the hammer.
C hand, hammer. So it's two. C hand, hammer. I don't have to go just out, in. I can go in. That's C hand, hammer. Or I can go hammer, C hand. I can stay, or outside I can do it, right? Hammer, C hand. So I get outside, boom, his arm. I want that arm clear. So I can go, and then boom, hit. Okay. I clear it, hammer, C hand. Okay. Now, C hand, hammer. And so I did two hands first time, hammer, C hand. Okay. Now I can go C hand, hammer. Or let's say I go C hand, this hand's back. I'm here. He punches with that hand. I can go hammer. That's the outside hammer. Now he punches again on this side. I can go hammer there. Or I can go, I've hammered this. He goes there. He goes there. I can go C hand, then hammer him. Or I can go C hand and then hammer his body. Or C hand, hammer, and strike there. If I want to keep it there, C hand, hammer, hammer.
And back to C hand.
Well, the C hand stayed there, right?
Yeah.
Now then I could go back to that C hand there and hammer. So that's allowing you to fight with just the C hand and the hammer. Just C hand and hammer. So now
that's great.
keep working that and playing with that, right? So you get different things in and turning your feet different ways too.
I mean, can you catch his feet as he moves just now? I like when you do the little stuff, Bob, because it shows your waist really move. Can you go down to his feet?
Right there, so you can still see my hand. I come up a little bit. So you can still see my down some. So you can see my right there. Yeah. So we can bring this down so they can see my hand a little bit. Yeah. So C hand, hammer. C hand, I'm changing my position.
See the waist changing. See how you taking those. See how he's moving. Those little steps now, you got to do.
You got me doing the inside here. C hand, and if you want to do that inside hammer, don't just do the C. I mean the inside hammer. Do the C hand.
Right. That'll stop.
C hand. Back. Right. Now from here, bring it up. He's gonna do some punches. So just do. Just 1, 2 at that pace at first. 1, 2. So punch. He's gonna punch. Then bring that back. Then punch. Then bring that back. Punch. Then bring that back. Punch. You just keep doing that, even if I'm standing there like, what do I do?
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Well, he can, test me if I'm just ooh. So from here, keep punching. No. So we're gonna start. C hand, and I'll talk as we're going. Hammer, hammer. Okay. You got me doing that again. So hammer. C hand, hammer. C hand. He going faster than I said, but it's cool with me. Hammer, C hand, hammer.
This is cool.
Hammer. Okay?
This is cool.
So you're gonna do it that way. So now, you can come in, you're gonna punch at him. 1, 2. 1, 2, that pace. Okay. And you're gonna see hands and hammer.
Very lovely today, man. I had with your she's not smiling. She wants to get all right.
Wait, stop. Go again. Start again. Oh, don't move. You always do that. Don't do that. You ain't relaxing on the mug. So.
And as we always say, that's the one where I see hand, ain't it? If I do that, I should see hand.
No, if you do that, you should hammer.
Okay, so this is the hammer. It's if I come this way, I should see hand.
Yes.
That's what I said. All right. See hand, hammer. See hand, hammer. Hammer.
See hand.
See hand. See hand.
Get to the inside too.
Okay. So C hand. Hammer.
That's
the inside, so it would
that'd
be
be a C hand.
I should have C hand.
Right.
So go. C. Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. C hand.
C hand.
C hand. Hammer.
No.
Oh, that's
C
C hand.
hand.
Right. Because yeah, like you said, that feels like I should be doing that instead.
Right.
Copy that. Oh.
No, that's not a hand. You're doing inside. It's cool to do 4 C hands if the other one ain't coming out. No.
That's the C hand. All right, good. I just C handed all the way just to make sure I got it all. You see what I'm saying? All right, that's C hand. Right. I can hammer like that. No, that's the C hand.
No,
again. Okay.
Hammer's outside.
Right. So, boom. I can do
When she punches hammer with that same hand.
this one right here.
Yeah. No.
If she punches with that one, I can
Hammer with your right hand.
Right. Okay, so you come with that, I'm boom. Oh, you know what's making me? Because I want to do this instead of that. That's what makes me want to do it.
And you can still do it that way, but you hammer. Yes.
Oh, that was supposed to be it right there. That was supposed to be the C hand when I do that. I got you. Let's go.
Now pull those hammers out your body. Pull them out.
all right.
Go.
Good.
Mm-hmm. And you may have to I'm just going to do hammers. I'm just going to do C hands, but then you got to start mixing them up.
Yeah. Hammer. C hand. Hammer.
No, that was
C
right.
hand. C hand. I got it now. C hand. Then that would be the hammer.
Nope.
That's the C hand? Yeah, because that's the same thing as that. Yeah. Like that. C hand?
Yes.
All right. You want to get a few more?
Yes.
All right. C hand. Hammer. Oh, that's C hand.
Yes.
C hand. Hammer.
Yes.
Hammer.
There we go. So now.
Been a minute, y'all. I'm going to do this
Now, for me, and you should, and working on that too, on Bob, Cody Christ. So now,
Cody need that work.
now that he's doing that, now you can, after you're comfortable, you're going to C hand, hammers and hammers. And remember, if you want to do a hammer like this, that's a C hand, actually. Okay. Now, you can do 1-2s. So, no, you're punching.
Oh, okay.
So he's punching at that pace there. So I go 1-2, he punches, 1-2, he punches, 1-2, he punches, 1-2. I can stay in here, he punches, 1. I just came across there because it came quick. I wasn't expecting it. 2, like that. Go. I can go with the C hand first. Go. I can hammer, C hand. Go. C hand, hammer. Or if you now he increases it, the 2 don't have to go on one arm. So now I go 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. C hand, hammer, hammer, C hand, hammer. Go ahead, hammer, 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 C hand. So now I'm doing it on different arms, right? Instead of faster pace. Okay. If I want to, even though he's going here, I can do 2. So 1, 2 again. Ooh, sorry about that.
It was coming. I felt it.
All right, so I'm here. Go ahead. 1, 2. Whoop, sorry about that. Whoop. 1, go. 2. 1, 2.
Like I'm so scared that thing about to come out. Like
No,
I
that's what I
know
told myself I would hit you with it. 1, 2. Go ahead. 1, 2.
I do. It's got to come now. It's got to come.
Go.
Do I gotta know it?
Woo.
No. Oh, they can't even see us.
I'm sorry about that.
You ran no. No.
So again,
That's
go.
so beautiful, man.
1, 2. 1,
Woo!
2.
Woo!
1, 2,
Mm.
1, 2. Now you saw, so I had to go far. After I hit it, I had to go far, right?
Brought it back
So
over.
instead of that, I go here. Now, after you working your hands like that, you go 1. Instead of going far over your head, you go under your head towards him.
Mm.
So now I go hammer, C hand. I can go here, or I go hammer and just here, or I go just C hand and here, or if I meet it on the outside, I go C hand here, you got me, or hammer here. So this one I push. You always go towards them and then away. So I push towards them and out, or I put that's with the hammer, or with the C hand I push towards them and out, or I push towards them and out. Y'all see the difference?
I see it.
So, excuse me, or if I'm here, excuse me, here inside, I push towards them, and over here, that's clear.
Yeah, taking you to the grip.
Or here, I push towards him and across his body there. So I cross his body with that one. With this, I push outside his body. You got me? If I'm outside his arms, I push towards him and out, towards his butt. So here, if he punches, I'm here, out. Go.
Oh, put it
So
down.
give me 1, 2. So they can see 1, boom, 1, boom. Slow so they can see. 1, boom, 1, boom. Right. Go 1, boom, 1, boom. Go again. 1 inside. Right. And so now I don't push towards his butt. I push it towards him. Remember first, they'll tell you where you got to go. I push towards him and over there.
Take me off my gun.
And he punches. Now I'm outside. It goes here. He punches. Towards him, boom. Inside, towards him, boom.
Take me
Punches
all off.
outside to his backside.
Mm.
Inside, towards his opposite butt cheek.
That's a good one too, because every time I'm gonna have to adjust, I'll be getting tore up before I can get back
Right.
to position.
Because the thing is, he punches. I'm here,
That's what's
right.
gonna happen.
Or I'm here inside.
Now you got my back. That's even
Okay.
worse.
So you're gonna work that now. So you do your C hand. Outside, you push to his backside. C hand. Outside, push to his back side. C hand. Inside, push across him. C hand and push across him. You can also say you want to work that. As you do that, if you hang up to a punch with this hand, so you see. As I push across, and y'all see me do this, you stick to that, and now I can arm drag.
Well,
Okay. So from here, he punches, C hand, push, punches, C hand, push. He punches, C hand, push, C hand, push. Y'all are gonna work that. So now only you can punch that B leg, and you all work that. Work your C hands first. Then go to your hammers. So you're not getting confused with the hammers, and then you can push. So same thing. Remember, hammers outside, go here. Push towards that butt cheek on that side. Excuse me. Hammers inside, push towards him. Okay, y'all got me? C hand outside here, C hand outside here, C hand inside, across, C hand inside, across, hammer outside, over there. Hammer outside, over there. You got me? If I do this, hammer C hand, it's still over there. Doesn't matter. If I do this, hammer C hand is this. Hammer C hand. That's done. That goes across his body because I'm inside. Y'all got me? Do not do this if he punches. Don't do that until after you've been working a long time. Because what you're doing is setting him up here. I'm here, he's concentrating on his outside line, and I'm inside and I strike. That's usually with a knife. So I'm here. He strikes. Ha! I cut him here. That's that hammer. I cut him here. I come inside and then I cut him. So I cut him here and cut him. Right. Once I cut him with a knife, his focus goes there. Really, I cut you with a knife. I move that outside. I cut into you. I move that so that cuts across. I'm cutting through his flesh. Now I stick him in his liver. Okay. And if you think he's grabbing the blade or something, think again.
Well, that's what I do. I grab the blade. Ah! You know, to pull it from him.
So stab. I saw this in a movie. I just saw in the movie. The person grabbed a knife, and the person wasn't expecting it, and then he stabbed him with the. I said, "Get that bullshit out of here."
Any of that.
I'm trying to remember what it was. It was American Assassin.
They just brought that back out. Yeah.
And he grabs the knife, and the dude not expecting it because he's not expecting it. Now he gets shot, and then he stabs the dude with his own knife.
Okay, now that's not possible. What about this? Now I've seen this on this is Special Force. What's it? That Reacher. Reacher got
Reacher not SF. He's CID.
Yeah, right.
Investigation Division.
So Reacher got stabbed.
That one like he's special ops.
So let me see that for a minute. So Reacher got stabbed in the thigh right here, right? And he was hanging off the plane, and he had a woman hanging from his leg on the plane. The woman climbed up, grabbed a knife out his leg, and stabbed the dude that was trying to attack Reacher. Now I think that can happen. If you got a knife stuck in you, but I can take the knife out and stab somebody else.
Well, if you do, that means you're my enemy. First of all, I'm gonna be falling. You're gonna be falling too. You hanging on me. We're both gonna be falling. So that's the most BS.
All right.
Anyway, so the movies are BS. So go ahead and I say it again. They blocking our.
No, wait a minute. No, they trying to turn.
They blocking us again, y'all.
All right, here we go.
And this one frozen here. Oh, now it's coming back. Okay, now we're back, y'all. Sorry about
sunny
that.
skies and everything.
So now, you're doing.
Oh, push off. I got you. See hand.
C hand, push off.
All right. See hand. I do that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Slower than that.
Now, where was I supposed to go with that one? What she did? Was I going the right way?
Yeah, you went the right way.
Okay, cool.
Because you're outside, so it goes towards her.
Outside.
The buttocks on that side. Now it goes across her body. Yes.
And if I hammer, same thing.
But that's not hammer. No, that's C hand.
Oh, yeah. Hammer would be that,
Yes.
and then
Yes. Out. Yeah.
right. Okay. And that's a C hand. I go across. What's our pace, Bob? 1,
2,
2.
1, 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Stop doing that inside hammer.
Yeah. That's the inside, right? Hammer, right?
Yeah, it should be a C hand. Hammer should just be the
That's the
outside.
hammer.
Yes.
See, that could be a hammer too. Push across.
And it should be. So you really shouldn't grab across here. So
that shouldn't be a grab.
the reason why,
I already know.
when I punch, he grabbed outside and grabbed
Wrist
across
lock.
there.
Wrist lock. I know better.
He get his wrist broken, so you should
If
never
you
do
hammer,
that.
you don't
Hammer.
have to worry about that.
Right.
That's how you teach in class, y'all. That's why I won't do it again. Yeah, I had to feel that.
Because that,
Yeah.
this here, no. If I grab him here, I do not have my navel away from him. Otherwise, I'm going to get locked. All he does is come over, push down, I'm locked. I turn my navel towards him. I'm not going to teach you on the navel unless you come to class. But I turn my navel towards him. He does not have a lock now.
Nah, I'd have to turn this way to get it.
And if you turn that way, now your navel is in the
Ah,
wrong place. And he just got done up. Okay?
That's massive shit.
So do not hammer like it's a C hand. A C hand always comes across your body like this. It comes across your navel. That's important.
That's how
Hammer comes across your navel. If I'm doing this, looking up to the sky,
Yeah.
I'm not doing a hammer. There is a hammer like that, but like I told you, that instead of that, elbow should come. Unless I have a tool in my hand.
And that's
If I have a knife, that changes everything, by the way.
because that's all shit right there.
Don't think you're going to do a karate block against this knife. So that changes, but this is also, so this is the 2, you're doing a 3. That's a better way to always remember. You're doing 3s with the hammer. 3s with the hammer. 3s with the hammer.
I like it.
3s with the hammer. That's our angle. 3s with the hammer. Okay.
Thank you, sir. That's
C hand. What angle is that on Nikki? What angle am I doing there on Nikki?
5.
No, Nikki. I'm actually doing a 12. He was wondering too.
I was about to say a 2. That is a 12, though.
It's a 12.
That's exactly what
Don't worry about that, y'all. I'm speaking so they can understand exactly what they're doing. Go ahead and work.
I manifesto asked, what about the one where the guy slaps both hands to catch the downward sword strike?
Okay, so no, bring me a long stick, please, or a sword. Bring me a sword, please.
Oh yeah, she got you for this one. This is great. This is a great question, I manifesto. Great question. Because you know, we use live swords in class, and Baba always catches. What Baba do?
No, bring the
Not the machete, not the real.
Because then he just cut.
She bringing the machete.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I know.
She got it in.
Wow.
So what Baba do is usually get on one knee and let you come down with a sword, and he catch it right here, right before his face.
Right.
I don't know how you do that.
Now, sometimes that's when I catch it here. That's how I lost my teeth. All right. So now, that cut when they come down in the mug, your shit gonna get split wide open. That does not happen. And any martial artist you get, if you like, it does happen. You're a goddamn lie. You're highly confused. All right, so
Come to class, let's see.
he raises that sword. I don't let that sword come down.
You better not.
That's the goddamn thing. So now, this is what you do. This is why we usually up close and personal. He gets ready. I'm here.
That's your best bet.
But now let's deal with the reality of how everybody not Japanese.
Yeah.
The African, how they use their sword. You hear?
Yeah, that's
It's
different
bad.
Different game.
So you know what you do against a sword? You break
I know
north.
what I do with the sword.
Or if I can't go nowhere, because Oniki's here. I can't run. She's right behind me. I can't run. Like, damn, she done block my way. He gets ready to cut me with that sword. Ha! She just said, no, I wouldn't do that. But I would
Yes,
be.
he would.
Now he getting ready to cut. I'm getting the hell out of the
Cut her
way.
like,
She still gets cut. Get the hell out of the way. I'm getting out the way.
Hopefully she did too.
Right. I'm moving. Now, once again, your footwork drives all technique. That includes retreating.
Exactly. And the highest level of self-defense is avoidance.
Right.
You avoid.
I'm walking down the street,
and
and he right there with a sword. I said, I go right across the street. Because they know where I'm gonna be like, damn it, I've been training 50 years.
That's what they expect you to say. I've been training 50 years. Ain't no fool with no sword gonna scare me from walking across the street.
Ha!
He said, I know all of that.
He didn't scare me, he killed me.
Wow. Big shit. He didn't scare him. He just
Right,
killed him.
killed me. So,
Man.
let's be realistic about tools. So when we're doing this with the C hand and all that, I'm dealing with an unarmed attacker. If he has a knife, I'm not doing all this.
It's a different story.
Not doing all that.
Different type of training.
Use common sense. He puts a knife in his hand, shit can change. He puts a knife in his hand and I don't pull out something. The only way I don't, he can pull it out and be closer.
I'm working. We already.
Now I got it like, so I can pin this to him, move him away and there. So now that's where the C hand comes into effect.
I pull.
Because this is what I was gonna say too. Before the punches come. You
Ah.
really don't want to
I got you doing that. I downloaded
Oh, really?
yesterday. I could go out as soon as he had that. He told me to do a boxer's punch, and he did a fast one. And as soon as he did, whoop, we were right there.
Right. So box one thing, what he's talking about.
I'm sorry, I get geeked.
I'm talking about before that. So he punches. I'm here. Just snap your
Oh,
foot.
real quick.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, now punch again with that hand. Oh, he can't do it.
Ain't going nowhere.
Because I'm here. So that hand is going to come. Well, A person who's been training for a year will say, I say, when he punches with his hand, what do? You punch, get ready to snap it. They do that. They've been training for a year.
They know to do that.
A person, not a person training for a year, will know that.
Yeah, they know to do that.
A person training 3 years would do this punch.
I already know.
I hear him.
I already know.
Why am I stopping this and I got this hand control?
Right, this ain't, hey, you good.
Boom. A person training 10 years. Don't even get, because I can't risk your legs. So a person I got him here, he gets ready to punch. Boom. So here, you see how his head bent forward here? If I had a tool in my hand, I slit his throat.
Yeah, because I bet.
Even though he don't want it, but he don't have a choice.
That quick look.
So I move him and boom, boom, I'm on him. And here, I'm on his toe. Y'all can't see that. That's common for us. And then once I'm on his toe, it doesn't matter. He gets ready to punch again. Now I push his hip and I snap his ankle.
See,
so
a lot of y'all new people might be thinking that's not fit.
No, true. So I taught a student once. He said to me, "Man, that's brutal. You got to be that brutal." I said, "Dude, we're not doing ballet. We're not tiptoeing through the tulips. So if you want to do ballet, I can hook you up with a good ballet instructor. I can teach you that, right? I can have them teach you that. I can teach you the plie and oubliette and all that shit that they do, right? That's cool, but it's not gonna save your life. When I'm dealing with stuff that'll save my life, I don't want to be just throwing hands with this dude.
Right.
Intelligent hands also to know you don't throw him a lot. So I want to end him as quickly as possible. Okay. That's why from here, after once I'm doing this, bang, bang, and he goes, bang, bang. That also is simpler. If I'm outside hammer here, then I do this. Outside hammer here to inside. See how much I got to turn?
That's a lot of
and
work.
I open up my back too.
Yeah.
So I'm outside hammer here, and then I'm here. Now I'm still on the inside, so I want to get out. So that's where the push comes. Now I'm on the outside. Your strategy is to be on the outside as much as possible. That's why the pushes is here. This moves that towards this side. So all I got to do, once I push him out, is move that way. I'm outside.
Yeah.
You got me?
The momentum took my fist away.
If I'm inside, I automatically push him outside. I'm outside. But here, you say, well, you on the other side. Now, if he's savvy, he'll throw that hand, but that's why my C hand is up. So when I push you this time, throw that because you know you're going on balance. That's a desperation move. I'm outside still, and I got the advantage.
Now you got my arm now.
So
that's nice.
Make sure after you always cover. I mean, you push. That's called passing. We call it passing. Okay, you always pass. The idea is don't just pass and stand there. The idea is pass, move.
If you'd have stood it just now, you would have ate.
Right. Pass
from
here. Pass, move. Right. Pass, move.
I couldn't throw that punch like that because I'm
right. Now he punches. By some magic, he's able to punch. Now pass. I still move. I don't just pass and stay here. Because he may have a tool in his hand. I don't want to pass and get cut. That's also why I push that towards him. So he's here. Now, if he tries to stab, and I say, oh, this may come out, or this come out. Like, oh, because he's getting ready to stay, or he's stabbing him. We talking, it come from nowhere. Like, oh, well, you can't stay there. And then you're going to hold on and grapple with this knife like that. You're going to cut me. So here, I don't want to pass here, and I get cut.
Right.
This kung fu pad, get out of here, you're going to get cut up. I push that towards him.
Now I got to think for a second. That's going to make me freeze
towards
up.
Him, right.
Whoa.
And now,
that whoa time.
Now, I'm going for my tool to stab him up. I cannot, and if I don't have a tool, which ain't going to happen with me, this is why we have tools. Not just, we're not, a lot of people not from this country think, Americans just like Wild West and some weapons.
Right. It's
intelligent to also have a tool because if I stop him, I can't sit here now. You're doing karate, wrist locks, and no. I either will cut him or I said, God, man, this dude is strong. He was good. I got lucky. Once I push, I can run. But if the option to run is not there, I gotta pull a tool. I'm not gonna fight this with my empty hand. This is necessity. I had to. But if I continue to, that's ignorance. To fight against a knife or gun or whatever with your empty hand. That's why they'll tell you, I hate teaching disarms. I know them, but I hate teaching disarms. It's BS.
It can't be controlled enough.
There's an art, you know, the Filipino art. They teach a disarm with your forearm like that. That I had a brother who does Filipino martial arts come to my class. He's also my student. He stopped being my student after this because he was insulted. But he's been doing Filipino martial arts like 12 years. I got to be real with him. I have to be. When he's asking me questions, and he said, well, you know, why don't y'all do, you know, why don't we take the knife and do this? Yeah. I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and disarm you like that. And when he goes to disarm him, I said, do it again? Yeah. I said, well, I got a question for you. Why do you all, as soon as your wrist is locked, though, y'all drop the stick? He said, because your wrist get broken. I said, no. So the knife is different. You get cut up. But the stick, can you bring where the stick at? I said, this is a matter of conditioning, flexibility. I have this stick in my hand. This is all I have. I cannot afford to drop it. He catches me and he goes for the wrist lock. Grab it and I said, now if you do it our way, I'm still not gonna drop it. But I'm not gonna be happy after. Do it the way they do. You just turn it. Right. That shit is not happening. I'll talk to y'all why he's going. That's not happening. I'm too flexible and strong for that. You see my veins? I'm really cool now. Damn. If you did it our way, I won't be happy. I'll hold on. My shit gonna be hurting. After a while, I'm gonna make you shit up with my hand for a couple of days.
And that's him. I couldn't do that. If he do it to me,
so you gotta train that. That's what I was telling him. I said, if this is your lifeblood, first of all, if a stick is your lifeblood, rethink your life.
Rethink it. Can be good.
It's okay to have this, vehicle, whatever.
That's good.
You train, but you better have some other tools that can be more.
It ain't God.
Right. Have the tools that can be more effective and absolute. Now, the kitty terser is greater than life. People say, well, let me show you a video. They'll show me Bobby Taboada using the stick. You ain't Bobby Taboada. Taboada moving. He's like 70 years old, moving lightning speed. Takes your shit, gives you his stick, then takes his stick back from you. He got both sticks. He's incredible. But most people are not like that.
Yeah, even after 20 years.
Right. So stop it. You're not Bobby Taboada, but if this is all you got, it is effective. It can kill too. Yeah. A lot of people think this can't kill. You're wrong in that. It can kill.
You better aspire to be Bobby.
And you better at least be effective. Now, I'm not breaking on Filipino martial arts. There's some Filipino martial artists that can get down with that stick. And Pikiti Tertia, I think they call it a PTK for short. Pikiti Tertia Kali. Their knife, because it's simple and it's effective. It's not a lot of drill orientated. It's really just movement and striking, okay? So if you have PTK in your town and you want to learn how to use a knife effectively, take PT Tertia.
Okay? After you closely evaluate the instructors.
Well, you gotta make sure you're a real instructor, but I think they're real strict and consistent on that. So if you got somebody say, I teach PTK and you don't, they'll come and close them up now, from what I understand.
I like that.
And if you ain't real, you ain't stopping them from closing.
Yeah, you got it, you got it.
Right. Now, if you're in Atlanta, if you don't come here, I just said, you're a dummy.
You don't care about black people?
You don't care about black people. You ain't black. No, I'm just better. No, if you can train with us and take our energy, because everybody can't, which our energy is real. You ain't gonna get coddled
It's
up.
the opposite of weak bone.
Right. We're gonna love you, and because we love you, we're not going to coddle you and say, "Hey, Jimmy, that was a great strike," and it sucks and wouldn't stop them, wouldn't save your life at all. We're gonna be realistic. We're going to be realistic. It doesn't matter what art you come from. If what you're doing isn't effective, then you have to know it. Now, if you stay for a while, if what you're doing is effective for you, cool.
Right.
But
take it from
you can't teach other people that because it may not be effective for them. Okay. So
Good point. Good point.
just know that we ain't here to embarrass. We ain't got time to embarrass you, nor do we feel the need to, unless you disrespect him. I will embarrass you.
And if what you do work, it's gonna work.
Right.
So it'll work on the mat. It'll work against it. And he ain't saying don't do it. No, that worked for you. Keep that.
We had a brother come in. He was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he was using strength against them. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a strength based.
Right.
But it's a lie to say strength means nothing. If you learn the technique and you got strength,
You bet.
it means something. And so he was out powering them. But his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was just okay.
Right.
Well, he came in to our class to try, like, the teacher's racist, because he said, and the teacher did tell him this is race. He told him he's black. The teacher was white. The teacher told him, you can't be beating white boys like this.
Right.
Lose to the white boys because you can't. You're affecting their ego. Wait a minute. Even the black man telling them that'd be off. But a white man telling you don't beat the white boys. So he came to us. When he was disturbed, he knows the wife of Akinbola, the British brother who was there. And so his wife said, well, my husband trains in African martial arts Institute. Go train with them. He trained with us, and he tried to use strength in a simple exercise. And we didn't attack him. It was just simple exercise. It didn't work for him, and it ended in him tearing his hip muscle. I said, okay, y'all do it blindfolded. That takes your strength away. And on your knees. And so he's still trying to use his strength. And then I just see him go, oh, he falls over. Yeah. And it was done. He tore himself up because he's going with Belay, as a matter of fact. Belay was going soft and flowing with him, using sensitivity, and he's trying to use the and I'm looking at him. I said, stop trying to use the strength, brother. I'm not say his name. Stop trying to use the strength, brother. You're gonna hurt yourself. Sure enough.
My eyes closed, so I don't know that you're talking to him. I don't know nothing. I'm just moving.
Right. And so, because I didn't say his name yet, I said, brother, stop. Because several brothers were in there, and he just moving with him. Next thing you know, rip. And I can go. I said, oh. I said, he just tore his hip muscle.
Skill trumps strength.
Skill trumps strength until it doesn't. If people have said, well, what if you went against the Incredible Hulk? First of all, the Incredible Hulk isn't real, but if he was real, no martial art on earth could deal with him, actually.
Unless you another Incredible Hulk, there's no martial art.
Right, exactly. The Incredible Hulk has no upper limit to his strength. They got that, I believe, from the gorilla. So the gorilla, his strength has been tested. There's no machine on Earth. I don't know about other things. Might be on Mars. I don't know. But no machine on Earth can test the gorilla's upper strength.
They're guesstimating when they tell you strongest 6 feet, all that
stuff.
They don't know.
Right. They don't know. That is terrifying.
Right.
That's terrifying. A chimpanzee can lift a car and flip it over. Right. A chimp, little chimp, but they pure muscle. A gorilla is way stronger.
A gorilla,
way stronger than a chimp. So, the chimp has been known to rip a human's face off.
Right.
Well, what can a gorilla do? This nice vegan, thick-head, calm.
If it weren't for the temperament, no animal would be able to deal with a gorilla.
No,
See, of a
gorilla don't want to fight except to protect itself.
Right. So
that's why the gorilla is our symbol. You see the gorilla here. It's the gorilla and lion is our symbol. So what you see is the gorilla.
Right. What you get.
And the gorilla can still tear you up. And you can get both depending on where we're going. The lion, we know, rips and tears. Okay, and don't say the lion's the king of the jungle. If you do, you're wrong. You ain't done your research. In Africa, number one, they'll call it jungle. It's rainforest. But the king of the rainforest is not the lion. Lions don't live in rainforest. They live on savannas.
Yes, sir.
The king of the rainforest is the leopard, y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's why kings, even places where lions are, like South Africa, the leopard is still the king. That's why only kings and generals can wear leopard bibs. The bib and the apron goes over the loincloth. They're the only one that can wear leopard, or the women wear the leopard hat. And also in South Africa, you said, what's the South African hat like the fila in West Africa? South Africans don't wear hats that women do. South African men don't wear hats. I mean, hats like in the modern day, but traditionally it's the headband. But that headband, unless you're a king, it better not be. It's punishable by death. It better not be leopard. Okay. You can wear lion. If this was back in the day, I walk in with my lion bib and lion loincloth, I'd be fine. But then I said, man, I like the king. I kill a leopard, I put that shit on, they can be like, ow! But, yeah, you're out of here. Unless I am a general then too. So, all right, any questions? What about the one where a guy slapped both hands to cast it down with sword? Oh, we already dealt with it. Now, on the slap, this is the last thing we're going to deal with, what I was talking about. He's knuckling up. Hey, bro, and you have a shield up. Here, I prefer here. Like, hey, what's the problem? Why you like this? Because I don't want to give him my goodies. This is my tendon, my arteries here. If that's all you got, but if he slices that, you're screwed. Here. Why? Because people do this too. Why? Like, why? What's the issue? Right? Oh, please don't. Well, from here, remember C hand. I pulled both. He's off balance. He had to catch himself. So what I did there just slowly was here, turn, I grab his forearm, and I don't just squeeze. I just put my fingers on it lightly and pull out and towards me. Okay?
My stance, our stance, is what helped me from not just doing it. If I'd been like this straight up and he did that, right to the head, it's over. Just that fast. And we show this. We show Amaniki doing Akambola like this from this position.
Right.
Pulling them right into the neck.
Yep,
right to the neck.
Now, when you do this, know the fight's on.
Oh,
don't just do that to sucker. I'm gonna beat you, sucker. No. You're not. It's not performative.
You want to go as soon as I put the motor on this whole thing.
So I would go as soon as he put his goddamn knuckles. Why you put his knuckles up? Bang, bang, bang. Right, but say he's like, yeah, we can go at it, fool. We can go. Hey, I don't wanna. You're here, and then boom. Once you pull there, another thing you can do, because we worked on the headbutt, boom, you can turn there and hit him with the headbutt, crack that jaw. But if you want to, because that's intelligent hands, if you want to stick with the hands, every block, by the way, is a strike. Every strike is a block. Now, we don't actually block. We use every attack is a defense, is what we're saying. Every defense is an attack. So this is an attack. Don't think of it as a defense. I'm attacking his arms, and then that same C hand now can attack his ears.
You know what that's like.
So I'm here, and y'all saw me hit the pads.
I hate that. I hate that was there.
So that C hand now can be an attack to his ear. When he's punching and you're doing the C hand, it shouldn't be soft like this. Punch, soft. It should be.
Yeah.
You hear that? It's an attack. I want his shit off balance. So now I can attack. When I do the hammer, I'm definitely not gonna get that as hard, but that boom, that is clubbing into his arm. But don't be like, yeah, it's not karate. It's just you're stepping, boom. And boom, and yeah, and if you just bam the shit out of somebody's arm, you're not gonna get trained on. They're gonna be like, all right, we done. It's my turn now.
Yeah, right.
They're doing you.
Right.
You know, hard. So remember that. Boom. Boom. Okay. 59 minutes, great information, Baba. At 59 minutes, Baba going to try to be late. I don't know what we did at 59 minutes, but thank you so much. I'm not that good. Like 59 minutes. I said.
I think that's exactly when you're not. What I will say is, if you do the angles, or if you know that this is a 2 angle right here and this is a 3, that was really helpful when you're flowing to not get caught up. To know when you're coming across like this, what you're going to be doing versus when you're coming. You know what I'm saying? When you're coming across like that, you want to know the difference. So that was helpful for me. This is always going to be the hammer when I'm coming like this across the body. Across the body.
It's downward diagonal. Downward diagonal. The C hand is the 12. It goes really across your navel here. It doesn't go diagonal. Only way it goes diagonal is you punch in low and I go like that.
Right.
If it's going to do that, there's something else I would do instead of that. Anyway, because that's a poor C hand. That's crazy. I can't really meet you like that. So if it was low like that, then still once again elbow will come here. So if it's here, and then I grab this C hand and this boom cracks it, right? Or I'm here, push it out like again. So I'm here, I push it out. And since I went on to the elbow, now my elbow is activated. So the elbow go for his liver. He went for his face to take his face, and I go for his liver. Because if his hand goes up there, well, I would still hit him. I could, but he could stop that like that. I don't like that. I don't like him stopping nothing. So as I'm going there, I say, oh shit, it's in there, boom! I hit him that liver. Now I come up with the hammer here.
Because that's what he wanted to do.
And then boom. So after the hammer, boom. Because once again, I think we talked about this. Whenever the wrist is activated,
it comes
elbow. Whenever elbow is activated, wrist. They go together. They're married.
And it could be this wrist, this elbow. It don't have to be same hand.
Right. If he punches and I stop here, I could go here. Or I could go here. Boom. Both are activated. After I hit, I still got to scoop that hand. Boom. I hit that elbow again. Because I got to scoop the hand, that's the rules. Because I want to get to the outside. I don't want to be in here. I want to be outside. So I throw outside. Boom. Hit him with the elbow again. And then I can hit him. So people say, well, when you hit him in his back, if you hit to the back, you got to know where you're hitting to. I want to hit him right below his
right
shoulder.
In the place that's uncomfortable.
Boom. Right there.
Throw your shoulder off.
And now I can flow into what else I'm going to flow into. Okay.
Yes.
Now, people say, well, in MMA, you don't do that if it's not on video. This is on video, but MMA, if you ain't doing it in MMA, when did MMA become the litmus test for effective technique?
It's definitely right.
When did MMA, see, you're talking out the side of your neck. You're talking from the position of somebody who don't know what they're talking about if you say that. MMA is not a litmus test for anything but MMA.
It's a sport, ladies and gentlemen.
Judo is not a litmus test for anything but judo. And I love judo.
As he commonly says.
Go out there, the streets is talking when they say that. When streets get into the ring, and she said, well, what we doing? He got his hand back here. You better not be trying to do no round kick. You better be wondering what the hell is behind his hand. Exactly. So that's not a litmus test for. So don't do that. You know, karate fight, MMA fighting against karate or MMA fighting against kung fu, and then you see a person embarrassed. Well, I look at the person's technique doing kung fu. They half-ass in kung fu anyway. I look at the person doing karate. They half-ass. But you had Lyoto Machida and what's his name? Wonder Boy from karate, both win championships. So stop that.
Right. Plus,
stop that.
Because I'm not saying you in particular out there, but that person that's talking like that, they don't even know because they're not a martial arts or anything they study on. They don't know all of the things you can't do in MMA.
Right.
Because you see so much, you don't even realize You can only throw elbows a certain way. You can only throw your head a certain way. You can only knee at a certain
You can
time.
only wrist lock a certain way.
Oh, of course.
I
You
think,
don't see no wrist lock.
I think you can wrist lock off of the
body like
pummeling or whatever. I think.
Because you don't
I'm
see
not
it.
positive.
No.
No.
You don't see wrist locks and joint locks like that.
You see ankle locks. And so
Balls,
also you think that shit's common. Fight out there, then throw yourself in your back and ankle lock. Stop it. That works for people who've been, who are champion level MMA fighters.
Yeah.
But that's also, you throw yourself on your back to do that and they got a tool, you're in trouble.
Or you think you're going to run and jump on my hip and go
around it. You get your foot on my hip because I want you to. And as soon as your leg go up, I'm pulling the tool and I'm carving you up through your damn femoral artery.
That'd be bad.
And then when you come down, you looking like, why? Then I'm stabbing some more. We had a high level taekwondo person come to class one time, and he was tricking one student, kicking shit out of him. It's supposed to be your back leg, use his front leg. And he watches the show, and he knows that it was him that he did that. So then I said, hit with, B-leg. So he's training with B-leg. B-leg catches one leg. He tries to kick with the other one. B-leg just goes, and boom, falls. I said, now, if he wanted to, as you get ready to kick, he could have just hit you. He could have used his tool. He could have cupcaked your leg before you could kick it off. It's a lot he could have done, but he just let you fall. And when his brother fell on his ass, his eyes got big like this because he wasn't expecting that.
Was I even assistant?
He wasn't even assistant instructor yet. So, he wasn't even assistant instructor yet.
I don't think so.
So, right, technique is technique. It doesn't matter what your rank is. So, we were at 640 West.
No, we was at the sweet spot.
That's right, we sure were. The sweet spot. You hadn't become a full assistant instructor yet?
I became assistant at the sweet spot.
At the sweet spot, right, exactly. So, yeah. So just know that. What's a litmus test, Baba? So a litmus test, okay, cool. A litmus test is...
It's how lit you is.
Right, how lit. Now, so if you want to know, does this work? The litmus test is, don't do it against my student. I do it against a motherfucker I can call out the street.
Right.
So MMA is not that for this technique. If you say, well, MMA don't do that, that MMA isn't the standard for technique. And MMA certainly don't have nothing to do with what we do.
Right.
So
it's
that's why.
For self-protection.
Right.
That's what he means.
So a litmus test, does your shit work?
Right.
Well, MMA is not the litmus test for if technique works. Not even jab, cross,
right,
round kick, the stuff they do. Flying knee, it's not the litmus test. If I want the litmus test for a flying knee, I'll go to Thailand or to Muay Thai or Muay Baran. Mm-hmm. The people who are best at that.
That's how you see if your knees are good.
Right. We have flying knees. We have knees.
Right.
But we don't specialize in anything. Like they specialize in knees. A friend of mine was Thai. He owned right next to our martial arts school in Chicago. He owned a corner store. It wasn't on the corner. Mm-hmm. It was big. Well, I would come outside, get some air when the other instructor was teaching this class, and he'd be out there smoking. What's up, man? And so we were talking. He said, man, I looked in the window, I saw you do the knee, man. I can beat your knee. I said,
why would you talk like that?
Well, it was cool.
Why would you say that?
It was cool. I said, well, it's cool. I can beat you.
Ah!
So he said, what? But we like each other from that. So I said, well, show me the knee. This dude is smoking, short load. He jumped up, boom, he's at my chin with his knee. I had to respect that shit. Then he come down. I said, yeah, that's better flying knee than mine. Go back to smoking and shit. I said, but we sparred. I beat you. And we sparred. And I beat more than once. So it's cool. But I stayed close. I wasn't going to be back here. He hit me with that goddamn knee or one of those fast-ass, hard round kicks that Muay Thai specializes in. They're the litmus test for those.
Right.
Boxing is the litmus test for a boxing jab across. I can teach you the weaknesses of that punch in seconds, but it's the litmus test. If I do a boxing punch, I'm not going to hit as hard as boxing. If I do eye punch, I am. You want to know the litmus test for doing a 1-inch punch is not Bruce Lee or any Chinese artist, it's the African martial art, to be honest with you. So there are things that, and we don't specialize with this good, the science is so sound in that. So litmus test is this art is where you would go to say, my shit is sound. Okay. That's what you do. Oh, and that was asked by somebody that's one of my students. I didn't realize that was from Wake Up Wealthy. People don't understand that MMA is a sport with rules. The streets have no rules yet. So you need to be prepared like your life depends on it. When I mentioned the brother Safe Kamen or Safe Kamen earlier, he said something that it's been said different ways, but I agree with the way he said it. He said, if you're gonna be out in these streets here and you're gonna jump on your backside and scoop towards your opponent, and that's just gonna happen, and you're gonna grab him. Think again, right?
That'd be so funny in real life.
So those rules allow you to do that, but we here in school. In fact, somebody tried to do that. Capoeira has a thing where they drop and then their legs in the split, and then they come towards you on their hands,
like
and then they dive and they catch you. So a dude actually tried to do that. When I first moved in, Capoeira dudes, we African martial arts. I'm about to say African karate, because that's basically what they. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, karate. I mean, sorry, and Capoeira. I mean, so either one. But they said, we're African martial arts. I never said you weren't. But I'm talking about litmus test. And so they were actually sparring with me. One thing about sparring, you should spar sparingly in your classes. If I'm sparring with him, you see how hard we just went in? If I'm sparring with you and I'm hitting you,
right,
in your, even at 25% in your jaw, your throat, it's bad. If you say, well, don't do that, then I'm not doing what we do.
Right.
So I have to spar under somebody else's rules. But if we spar under our rules constantly, we got injuries. We wouldn't be fit to even defend ourselves out there because we're so hurt. Okay. So if sports, MMA, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is a sport, by the way. It has no striking. That's against the rules. No, man. Yeah. The streets have no rules, so you need to be prepared like your life depends on it. Yeah, because your life does depend on it, Jamal. So let's be realistic. If you like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, do it. It's beautiful. And it's scientific. God damn, yeah. Scientific. But you take away tools and you take away hands, it's not fit for the street. Let's be realistic. Unless you mix it with something else, then are you actually doing just Brazilian jiu-jitsu? No.
Being realistic is hard for you. People don't realize how structured.
To take it. Right. We have to be men and women. Right? Children can take this better. Actually, I've talked because the ego is there.
And the programming and stuff. Because you gotta think, I know people even on the street, certain places, they got rules for they fight.
Right.
You fight people, all right, man, you gotta let them up.
Right. Gotta let him up.
In prison, they got rules. They got rules to fighting. It's rules. Once you hit a person, they drop to their knee, you can't hit them no more. They get a chance to get up. That's the rules, at least if you're in the game. They got rules and structures to it. So you got to really.
Everybody want to thank me because that just wasn't going to happen. You're not getting up. We're fighting in prison, right?
Right. I'm fighting in prison, and I got to stop to do what?
Your knee first. Yeah, you're going to eat knees, and then I'm going to kick your support hand out. Because I love to do. I'm gonna stomp your fingers. So you can't punch no more. You can't hold no
You can't do
tool.
none of that, but there's rules. There's rules.
That's nuts.
So,
See, so yesterday's price ain't today's price, as they say. He ain't me.
right.
We don't think the same. He ain't
Make
me.
my rules.
Right. So that whole thing, when he said, you screw on your butt if you want to. He is sensible. He knows what he's talking about, right? And he made this statement. If your art was developed in prison, now, okay, people say, well, you must be talking about 52 blocks. 52 blocks, jailhouse, like whatever it is. If your art was developed in prison, it has to have knife defense because they use the knife constantly in prison. The shank. So it has to have, if it does not, well, you got to question that.
At least the origin.
Right.
You gotta question
Right. Or did it actually come from prison or did it come from the streets of New York? Which is what I believe. It came from the streets of New York and then people developed it further in prison. Because the first thing you should be doing with that is learning how to use the shank and defend. I met a brother down here though that did Stato. I'm working with my student Falaye with the knife. We both got knives, we're working. Dude walks up. He says, hey, what do y'all do? I said, well, we do traditional African martial arts. He said, well, can I see one of them? So he said, well, you go with me? I said, sure. So I go, he's slapping it, I'm slapping it. Oh, we going at it, right? I said, oh shit. I speed up on him. He going right with me. I said, oh damn. We both got cut a couple of times. That's what will happen in reality, y'all. You ain't gonna go no extended time with no knife and not get cut. Just so you know that. I don't teach my students you gonna get cut. But if you go an extended time, I also don't say that. You run, you cut that mother, you get it out of there. Well, afterwards, he broke down crying. He said, man, I learned this from prison. Down here. So I do Stato. He said, I've been doing this and didn't know it had an African root. Now me and my student following, we crying. God, he said, man, can I give you something? I said, sure. He gives me Dead Prez's first album. That's how I first heard Dead Prez. And then he said to me, man, them dudes should be your student. And one of them, Stickman, became my student.
Wow.
So it was full circle on that. It was a spiritual meeting, really. But that let me know that Stato, people, Stato, it's all the same. I don't know. But I will say, I love 52 blocks. And one of my close comrades, is a master 52 block. Okay, Wise Morrow. Respect him and respect 52 blocks fully. But like the origin, I don't know. I'm gonna be real with that always. But Stato, I know exactly where that comes from. God, it's got some modifications, but his flow is everything. His rhythm and breaking rhythm. It was almost like watching myself. And he did like 15 years in prison. So if he had done 50 hours, which there are nobody, he may have been able to get with the knife. Because he did, when he 15 years, at that point, I'd been training 30 years or something, or more, about 30. It was a little over 30 years. So he was great with it. I had to get it up to him, and brother, if you out there, please hop on here and give us your name, and we'd like to have you as a guest. I would,
I would too. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't, and you work that life like that.
Right. Bring him to a workshop. Fighting rules are era-based and maybe even cultural, not regional, in my opinion. Trying to figure out what you mean. Fighting rules are era-based And
I understand what you're saying, like in certain rule, in certain.
Oh, you mean certain settings? Yeah.
Like in DC, they do a lot of.
Well, like in prison.
Right, exactly.
They got rules.
Right.
The rules not going to be rules like in MMA though.
Right, exactly. So it depends. We understand what you're saying, definitely.
Any other questions? Let me see anything here, and then we're gonna close out. If not, so work these techniques. You know, always say go back and watch. Definitely go back and watch these.
I promise you, I'm gonna be working on these techniques because they are really good.
I'm trying to do touch screen again, guys.
This ain't your fancy laptop.
Let's try.
Let's get it together.
Let me see.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be working this. Like you said, if you know the angles, that hammer fist is always gonna come out like that.
Let me see. The coordination techniques are critical. Yes. So these will teach you coordination, but it's also actually teaching you the technique that you can use to defend yourself. Now, the one thing we did, remember every block and strike, one thing is we were doing this. He's punching, I'm here, and then he punches, I'm here, throw out, but so throw out and throw a punch, something, okay? Throw out and throw a punch and touch the body a little bit of the person. Don't tear them up, but touch their body a little bit. Because I want you to know you're not just defending yourself all day long.
Right.
You have to shock him, put him in a position where you can throw. So these hammers can, he's punching here, I can now use the C hand. So I stop there, and then I can use the C hand, and then I can use that same hammer to his neck. Especially if you go to the neck and you're training, watch yourself. Don't go too heavy on the neck. Just go lightly on the neck and touch. Don't go here and don't touch. When you train, when you fight. Touch a little bit. With him, I'm going to go heavier than I would go with y'all until y'all been here a while. And then, so I'll show you with him, I'm about to go 80% of my power. So you have to just boom, touch. I don't do percent. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's certainly not.
I would say 5.
Yeah, probably 5.
Your percentage, I would say about 5.
Because if you're talking about, I'm just going to hit you in your eye 25%. No, you're not. No, I'll be realistic. I'm going to hit you in your sternum 25. No.
This is soft. This is your neck. It's soft up in here.
And nerve.
Yeah, 25%
cardiac artery.
You might close up for a minute. You might close up for a minute.
Because this here, this ain't even 1%.
It makes
yeah, his eyes. You try to fight it. It makes your eyes close.
I can fight that. Say it.
Training, baby. I gotta bring it up to 60%.
We're gonna close out for y'all.
Right. All right, y'all. Be safe out here, and remember, like others have said here. Who said it? Like Jamal said, there are no rules out there. Remember that. They say be like so and so, be like Jamal. Yeah. Remember, there are no rules out here, right? So be safe, be intelligent. Okay. Hopefully, all of you all are more intelligent with your hands. Keep working these. Also, by not letting you do this, another thing, not doing that is you're forcing yourself to be more intelligent with your hands and work on things. But this could be easy. If that's easy to you, I don't want it to come out until later. Do the stuff that's not as easy. Okay. Notice that when I said it's angle 3, he was able to get that better.
Yeah.
Because that's the language that we talk in sometimes because it simplifies things.
It's a contributor.
You can say 3.
It's now, contribution to being a good teacher too. To know how to make it. 3 can hit outside. 3 can hit inside. 12 can hit inside or outside. Either arm, navel away, navel towards. It changes things. Navel away, okay. Navel towards. It changes things. Even when navel away, I pass. Different feel.
Navel towards, I pass. Different.
It's all different.
So
experiment with that.
Right, and that for me, when I was a child, that was my whole thing. Was in and out, meaning inside, outside, and then navel in, towards and away, with the in and out.
Yeah.
And so one technique, this out, this in. That's two techniques.
Yeah, bro.
My navel toward, my navel away. Even that against his arms, you should be able to feel the difference. Can you feel that?
Yes, sir.
You feel that? In, same thing. In, toward, away. That's 4 techniques.
Yeah.
One
yes,
arm. Now you add the C hand. That's 8 techniques. Now we can even get even more when we start getting the passes, all that, but they build on each other so you can learn many techniques. But if it's disparate techniques, meaning they don't fit together, then that's when you get confused. You learn 10 techniques and you, what? You know, I even know when I'm teaching disparately, everything not stacking and building on each other, I'm teaching this, because I take it for granted or I enjoy it. I look at their eyes, they're looking like this. Okay. All of them are intelligent, or you will see them all with black eyes and stuff, because you're not intelligent, you're going to get busted up. Not like, you're not intelligent, but you're going to get busted up because you don't know how to defend yourself. Well, when I see their eyes glaze over, I know it's not them, it's me. I'm giving them too much information. Then I have to run that back, right? Well, the key is to stack information. All this is stacked. When you give this to your wife, to your daughter, to your husband, to your son, to your cousin, don't teach it disparately.
Right. Teach it like he gave it to you.
Exactly, right.
One
Just
step,
like that.
get that step,
You
add
build
to
it up. Don't try to just go right to punching. Y'all gonna be jacking this up.
just because you coordinated or because you may even a box or whatever, still take your time.
Right. Because and teaching boxing and stuff like that, I can always tell a good teacher. We had we have that Tai Chi class.
Yes.
He's a dude from China, Tai Chi person. I said, "That's your student?" He said, "No, he's bad." He said, "I'm his student." The brother. I said, "God." We became friends. I brought him for a workshop. Like, this workshop is gonna be devastating. People take this because he is bad and he can't, his teaching skill, he couldn't teach kindergarten. That's for real. He's a great martial artist, but he's not a great teacher. Pedagogy is a different skill. And that's really where I learned. I've always been taught that, and that's when it was solidified, that pedagogy, the ability to teach this, or anything, but this is different from being able to do it. I've always been a good fighter, but more important to me is going to be a good teacher of it, because I got to be able to teach our people. Yeah. All right, y'all. So love y'all. Stay black or whatever it is that you may be. Peace. We'll see you all next week. This one I have to
Study and train these.
please do.
It take a minute. It don't happen overnight, but especially if you don't look at Bobby too hard and try to move like you move. That's how I used to mess it. You can't do that. Can't do that. It just looks so easy. Like it just looks so easy, but it don't work like that.
Shout out to Shango Dari and Dragon Fire if you watching.
Now somebody said, watch out for trunk monkeys. Didn't I saw a movie, it was a trunk monkey that was attacking people. What is that?
It's posted on Warrior Class. It's like
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, I know it's from somewhere.
I'm saying, if you can't protect yourself, you're gonna need to invest in
Need a trunk monkey.
You're gonna need a trunk monkey.
Yeah.
Even if
And hell, if you can find, get
that's
the
what
trunk
I'm
monkey.
saying in the caption. Even if you can, you need a trunk. You can find one. Let us know.
Right.
Look for trunk monkey. Appreciate it.
And if you selling trunk monkeys, come on here. We'll give a link. So
Definitely,
people
you
can
can
buy their trunk.
advertise that. Hopefully, you give us a free monkey.
Yeah, give us each a free monkey. All right. Peace.